Hey, what's up guys, this is Astranox and I'm back with another Epic 7 video. Abyss Floor 71, 2 Terra Phantasma as reward. This is the team I'm gonna go with. Armin, here's the abilities. I'll talk about them later on the fight. I actually went in this floor already and died. There's all the abilities, just pause if I go too quick. It's not all the abilities. For Armin, that's not all he has. So he comes with the those three fire mages. The fire mage, it comes with 3 of them, and they have an AoE attack that just poison for was that them? Poison for 3 turns. Anyways, that thing deals insane damage. It was like almost one-shotting my silk, and there's 3 of these ads. Thing is, when the ad get to a low health, Armin just drops barrier on them, and when they get barrier, they start doing more damage and they're faster. I'm not sure how much damage increase it is, but just like getting hit once was like a ton of damage. So I wonder if I can ignore them and just kill Armin, because I could use Kluri to provoke one. I could have, I could potentially drop speed down debuff from Silk, and I could slow them down and buy me enough time for me to burst Armin. Because Armin is just trying to make these ads survive, and his barrier mechanic does not affect, I say him, but it's a her. The barrier mechanics are not affecting her, Armin. So I could potentially just try to work on Armin and try to control the ads. So I'll try that out, see how that goes. These spearmen in front, they can do defense down debuff, and they ignore 50% of your defense as well. The Silvas in the back, they heal for 20% health. If you're below 30% health, it heals for an additional 20%. I'm not sure if it's to make a 40% total heal, or it's 20%. Wait. If it's 20% healing and an increase of 20%, like an additional, so it's like becomes 24%. Anyways, I'll just start manualing here, so I have my cooldowns ready. I should have attacked the other one, because it has defense down debuff. If I can land the speed down debuff, it's gonna make things much easier. Slowing down the ads, speeding up my group. If Angelica can land a stun, but I mean, I'm not gonna rely on that too much. The odds of that happening, and then with the effect resistant. Okay. Because Armin, she's just trying to support those ads, like I said. Just try to control them as best as I can. The thing is, if they're just going with their AoE attack and there's no way around it, like maybe I just have to tank the damage and try to kill them one by one. And to do that, I can't do it with this team. Silk is too squishy, Bellona is too squishy. I could make Bellona with more survival, and I could replace Silk with someone to boost the survival in my group. But yeah, let's begin with defense down. Here's the skills. If the target has been granted a barrier, attack and speed is increased. Cast a barrier over an ally except the caster at the start of each turn after using Shield of Blocking. Shield of Blocking, I don't know, there's no skill that's called Shield of Blocking in her kit. 25% effect resist. Shield wall covers all allies with the Shield of Light, granting a barrier for 3 turns if the allies' health is below 30%. Can only be used once per battle. So there's that shield wall that's just barrier, and then they start doing more damage and have faster speed. Attacks with a large shield with a 50% chance of stunning. Debuff immunity is going to be pretty big here. Getting stunned is quite annoying. Releases a bright light to attack all enemies with a 50% chance to decrease hit chance for 2 turns. So yeah, debuff, debuffs, and debuffs. Let's try to land speed down. 100% effectiveness on her. Managed to land it on 2, that's good. When you're attacking elemental disadvantage, you've got 50% chance of missing. If you miss, you deal 75% damage, and you cannot land any debuff, and you cannot crit, of course. So I'm gonna try and provoke one of them. Grab the top one. Okay. Now I'm gonna use Bellona and just attack Armin. We'll check how much health Armin has. 32,000 on those fire mage. I'll call them fire mages. I will try to attack the middle one, try to stun it. Okay, I got a dual attack. That's why I should focus on just Armin. Beside provoke with Kluri. If I start using the Guardian to deal damage, it's gonna lower the odds, and then Armin could potentially just draw barrier, and now they're gonna start doing more damage and be faster. And dual attack. Let's see, I just won't use any souls, I guess. It's because Armin by herself is nothing insane. Heal up here. Now, they're about to go. Let's check. You see, like, the skill 3 is a passive that has a chance to lower their cooldown by 1 turn. So if you're unlucky, you could get hit by the skill 2, which attacks all and poison for 3 turns. And that skill 2 deals a lot of damage. I'm not quite sure on the damage when there's no barrier on them, because when they have barrier, they have increased attack and speed. It doesn't state how much, and it's not an attack and speed buff, so it's kind of confusing. It could like double their attack, or it could be like a small attack boost, and they already deal a lot of damage with that. Yeah, okay, so it deals quite a bit of damage already. It deals a lot of damage. That thing poisons as well. So I'm gonna keep on focusing on Armin. I'm gonna speed buff myself and potentially slow them down. Come on, land. Wow, only landed it on 1. So now there is two of them that has it. There's one that used it. It's on 2 turn cooldown, and the guy that's at 51%, I need to get it. It says that it's one next to its portrait on the left side, so I will try and provoke that one. I don't want it to go and use that AoE attack. At this point, I'm gonna pop this. I don't have a cleanse to remove that poison. Extra attack. 6 seals getting pushed ahead. Okay, so if I want, I could actually just use my souls and... Wait, 1 second here. That guy is about to go. I'm healthy enough, but I'm gonna lose my barrier. I will not do it now. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep my souls. Okay, wait a second. Why did he decide to not use skill 2? You know, there's some... Oh, wait, he's provoked. Messed up there. Messed up, guys. Definitely messed that one up. Okay, so that's why you want to provoke, you want to stun, you want to silence them, you want to have them disabled and have them not be able to use their skill 2. Now there is one that will go, and it looks to be number 2. Number 2, I could try and stun, but the chance is too low. That's the thing. Now I'm just gonna burn skill 1. I'm just gonna burn. Said I didn't want to use souls, but when you have this, I could have waited until use all my souls. Would have dealt more burst. So it deals a lot of damage. Oh my god. What? She gets the barrier? If the ally's health is below 30%. Wait. Oh, this affects Armin. This does affect her. Okay, wait a second here. Number 1 is still provoked. I'm fine. I'm fine for a few turns here. So it was all about just provoking, stunning the ads, controlling them until you can kill Armin. But that's with Bellona. If you're doing poison, if you have Kairos, you can just stack a bunch of poison on Armin, and I think you can have enough damage to kill her. And especially if you're running Kairos, guys, you're gonna have way more survival than me. I'm running Silk with barely any survival. Bellona has pretty low survival as well. Just have Kairos tanky with high effectiveness. You have to land poison against Armin, which is Earth, so it's fine. And just have 3 supports. If you have Kluri, you can provoke. If you have a Catus, you can drop attack down debuff on one of the ads to make their skill 2 deal less damage. I mean, any of their skill deal less damage. If you have a sleep, if you have a stun, yeah, debuff immunity is going to be great from Angelica. But if you have like Jetched, you're using Jetched, you can dispel every turn. He gives speed boost, speed buff. He gives continuous healing. And he can reduce the hit chance. You won't be able to drop it on one of these fire ad quite often. You could use it on Armin, I guess. But there's multiple ways to go around this fight. But Daydream Joker with poison definitely works. I would try to just control the ads, because having to kill the ads is going to be a massive pain in the rear. Oh, I should have burned. Okay, I can provoke 1, so they all have their thing on cooldown. Wait, no. This one is provoked though, but the one after that is on cooldown. The one at 40% is number 2. It's number 3, so I'm gonna grab 3, provoke it. Alright, Bellona can just... At this point, you know, it doesn't matter if I stun number 1, because number 1 has their skill on cooldown, but if you are unlucky, their skill 3 passive procs, lowering their cooldown, and then because it happens at the start of the turn, and then it could combo and they could use their AoE skill 2, even if 1 turn was left, because it just got taken off cooldown because of that passive. And if you're unlucky, it could definitely hurt. So that 3 is provoked. That 1, I can just attack one and potentially stun it. But you see, like, I could have had a dual attack right there. Now I can just burn on this. Maybe I get some procs from Bellona. Maybe I don't. I'm just gonna try to burn Armin. Just have more survival in your group if you're having some difficulty. Yes, Akatis can take out the poison, Jesh can take out the poison, a bunch of other heroes that can dispel. Now they're all going. Okay, she cut in there. This is gonna kill Armin. But yeah, I still have 2 provoked. The other one stuff is on cooldown, so definitely I feel like that's the strategy to use. Unless you could just burst the ad one by one and then finally kill Armin, but her whole kit is to support those ads. So yeah, I'll show you my gear after this. Oh, she ran away. Don't they die? They all run away? Maybe that's the first time I noticed it. Alright, finally. Tier 6, item level 85, lifesteal. It's gonna start dropping. 72 onward. So the skill ups, Bellona. Silk. Kluri Angelica. Really, skill 3 on Kluri and Angelica are priorities. If I went further, I would have gotten more healing, but definitely lowering that by 1 turn, and having Prophetic Candlestick does definitely help. Also, on that floor, you can have, if you have Angelica, put her in front, because like the ads are dealing the most damage. Armin doesn't deal much damage at all, so I could have definitely put Angelica in front and potentially have this proc more often and have her cooldown cycle more often. So for the gear, wait, did I show the skill ups? No. Bellona, Silk, Kluri, and Angelica. I did turn it off afterward when I was talking. So just pause if I go too quick through the gear. But as much crit chance and crit damage on Bellona and speed as possible. Effectiveness helps with dropping that defense down debuff, but if you want her to go as often as possible and use skill 1 because it deals damage based on the target's max health, so it scales with crit damage. That's the best thing. And this to trigger more dual attacks. Silk speeds up the whole group. Lowers combat readiness of the target, potentially drops speed down debuff on the enemy, and having this, like when she goes, it has a higher chance to trigger dual attack on the allies. So Bellona with the Unity set as well has a pretty good chance of dual attacking, and I can just save all my souls and burn on Silk all my souls and have her go like quite often, reducing the combat readiness of the boss, and having dual attacks proccing quite often, and yeah, I can just burst down the boss. But that's with Bellona. Anyways, I talk about different strategies you can use to deal with this fight with other group compositions, but just have enough survival to take the damage, worst case scenario, and control those ads if you're not gonna kill them. Definitely is the bigger thing in this fight. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and good luck.